Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, the FIFA World Cup mode has officially been released. So I might not have enough time to properly enjoy it since I will be going to the tournament for the first half. But before I go, what I've decided to do is run a quick simulation and see what happens for all of these teams for this coming tournament. Now, obviously, there's already been loads of other simulations people have done. Even EA created their own, and they had Argentina winning the whole thing. They've also got it right in the past 3 World Cups for Spain in 2010, Germany in 2014, and France in 2018. So I'm not going to argue with that. I've had Argentina in my predictions to make it to the final. I'm sometimes lean towards Brazil, but I definitely think it's going to be one of those two. But let's see what EA is saying for us. Please, if you haven't already, drop an early like. Let's try to get this video to 2,000 likes. But before we get into the simulation, let's take a quick look at our sponsor, Mech Arena. Mech Arena is a game where you and your friends control giant robots that blow each other up. But right now, the game is better than ever, as they have just added Neymar Jr. He is a limited edition mech pilot and is one of the most powerful mechs in the entire game. He massively boosts your damage on assault and missile weapons. On top of all that, he's the only pilot in the entire game with a special perk. He makes your mech sprint longer and more often than others. I've been really enjoying the game using Neymar Jr. on my killshot mech. With its incredible dash speeds, it makes this build so mobile. And it is so easy to get Neymar Jr. Play Mech Arena on 7 different days between now and December 18th, and he is yours for free. And if you're quick enough, you can add me on the game and we can play some matches together. Make sure you use the QR code on my screen or my personal link in the description to get an amateur crate, 300 A coins, and a Pulse Cannon 4 for an even bigger head start in the game. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on using one of the biggest names at the World Cup in this action-packed game. Make sure you download Mech Arena on mobile or PC today. So as you can see, we got all the groups here. I'll take a break after every match day for the group stages to see what happens for all the score lines and all that, and who are the top goal scorers. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. So after the first match day, this is what we got for every single group. Group A has Ecuador right now in first, Senegal in second, Netherlands in third, and Qatar 4th. Ecuador able to beat Qatar 4-1 on the opening day, and Senegal picked up a draw against Netherlands 2-2. For Group B, England got a pretty massive win against Iran 4-2. That must have been exciting, obviously. And the USA drew with Wales 2-2, which has England in first, USA in second, Wales in third, and Iran in fourth. Group C, no surprises here. Argentina are in first, grabbing a massive 4-0 win against Saudi Arabia. Jeez, no mercy there. And Mexico were able to beat Poland 2-1, which is obviously very big for L3. This has Argentina in first, Mexico in second, Poland in third, and Saudi Arabia in fourth. Now for Group D, ooh, the World Cup curse might be present here. Australia upset France on their first match. They beat them 2-1, and Denmark beat Tunisia 3-0. So Denmark are in first, and Australia are in second at the moment. We'll see if both these sides can keep it up. In Group E, Spain are first, Germany second, Japan third, and Costa Rica fourth. Looks like Japan kind of halted Germany here, where they grabbed a 1-1 draw, and Spain cleaned up against Costa Rica, no problem. Group F, we have Canada on top at the moment. They beat Belgium 2-1 on their first match. That is massive. So far, we got a decent amount of upsets here. Morocco also put off a very thrilling draw against Croatia. That would be a great match to see for a neutral, but not hopeful for Hrvatska there. But regardless, Canada first, Morocco second, Croatia third, Belgium fourth. In Group G, Brazil and Serbia drew 1-1. That is a massive result for Serbia. Brazil are one of the World Cup favorites, so if they're able to grab 1 point against them, that would be huge. But also Switzerland, Cameroon finished in a very interesting result. Cameroon beat them 2-1. Honestly, at this moment, it could be possible. Choupo-Moting's been on fire with Bayern Munich. Cameroon is giving me a little bit more hope, but I don't know. Them getting first place at the moment, that would be a huge statement. They're in first, Brazil second, Serbia third, and Switzerland fourth. And now for Group H, we got Portugal in first. They grabbed a 4-0 win against Ghana. Uruguay drew to South Korea 1-1, so they're getting second and third, and yeah, Ghana are in last. Lots of interesting results on the first match day. Let's see what the second match day has in store. All right, I just went through match day 2. Lots of interesting stuff here. Qatar beat Senegal 2-1, and Netherlands get another draw, 2-2 against Ecuador. This group would be insane if this happens, man. Ecuador and Qatar making it to the next round. Obviously, there's still room for anything to happen, but Senegal and Netherlands at the moment really have to pick it up. For Group B, England destroyed the USA 3-0. Iran also drew with Wales, which puts England in that first place spot comfortably. Yeah, there's no chance any of those other teams can top England now, but those other 3 teams anything's possible for them. Look at that point difference. It's all up to that final match day to see who qualifies for the knockouts. Now for Group C, we saw a massive upset because Argentina lost to Mexico 2-1. The reason why it's a massive upset is because Argentina have been undefeated in so long. I know many people aren't predicting this with Tata Martino in charge for Mexico. It just seems so far-fetched, but that's what FIFA's saying. Mexico are at the top with 2-for-2 wins, which is incredible. 2-1 scorelines. And also Poland were able to beat Saudi Arabia 2-1. So right now Argentina are actually at risk to not make it to the next round. They're playing Poland on the final match day. Anything's going to be up for grabs there, obviously. Now for Group D, everybody shares 3 points. But Denmark and Australia still sit at first and second. France were able to beat Denmark. They got their revenge against them from both of those Nations League results. They beat them 2-1. And Tunisia were able to beat Austria. Wow. If this group comes down to this, that would be epic. Now for Group E, Costa Rica pick up a solid 2-0 win against Japan, and Germany destroy Spain 4-1. They looked a bit frustrated after that draw against Japan, but they really picked themselves up against the fellow giant in their group. We'll see what folds for that group as well. Still, anything's up in the air. Look, Spain and Costa Rica share the same amount of points, so we still could see an upset here. And even Japan still has an opportunity to bounce back. So very curious to see what happens in this group as well. Now for Group F, Croatia pick up their second thrilling draw. They drew with Canada 2-2. Not good for Hrvatska. 2 points, no wins, no losses. Canada still sit at first though with 4 points, and Belgium sit at second with 3. Another group where it all will boil down to that final match day. Nothing is confirmed yet for any of these teams. Even Morocco still has a shout. Oh man, Croatia better do something big against Belgium here. Now for Group G. Serbia are sitting at first with 4 points. They beat Cameroon 2-1. Pretty solid display. Switzerland draw with Brazil as well. So Brazil have just drawn to the 2 underrated European nations. It's gonna boil down to that final match day for them as well. Nothing confirmed in this group. Look, 4-3-2-1 on points. Hopefully Serbia can keep that first place spot. It's gonna be tough though. They're playing Switzerland next. They need to grab revenge against them. Now for Group H. Portugal beat Uruguay 3-1. And Ghana lose to South Korea 2-3. So right now Uruguay are a bit in the dumps. They really got to pick themselves up, even if it's possible. I'm not sure. The goal differentials is also pretty massive. It's 3 against South Korea. So unless Portugal absolutely demolish them or they absolutely demolish Ghana, they might be screwed. But right now Portugal and South Korea sit at first and second, Uruguay in third, and Ghana in fourth. Now let's get into that final match day and see what's in store. Which of these teams will qualify for the knockouts? It all comes down to this. All right, with match day 3 complete, here is how the final groups look. Netherlands in first with 5 points. They came back from their rut. They beat Qatar on the final match day 2-1, just barely. Oh my gosh. Senegal got screwed again. This is pretty much what happened to them in the last World Cup. In fact, it was even worse then though. Last time they didn't qualify based off of yellow cards accumulated because they had the same stats shared all across the board against Japan. Well now, the similar affair is happening to Ecuador. Senegal at the moment are the unluckiest side in recent times at the World Cup, if this truly happens. So that has Netherlands and Ecuador qualifying for the knockouts. Incredible. Ecuador proving all of us predictors wrong. Now for Group B, a lot of interesting stuff has happened. Both matches in the final match day ended in draws. Wales clearly wanted it so bad because they drew with England 3-3. England already had first place on lockdown, so I guess they weren't too bothered. But still, Wales qualified for the next round, only getting draws. Look at that. No wins and no losses for them. Iran and USA both fall short because they also picked up a draw. But yeah, out of those 3 teams that broke it down to the wire, Wales were the winners. Now for Group C. If this happens in real life, I don't know what to say. Argentina have got knocked out of the group stage in a group that's supposed to be extremely doable for them. They only got 1 massive win against Saudi Arabia and failed to qualify over Mexico and Poland. There's no way this is happening. However, FIFA are telling us that it is, as they lost to Poland 3-2. Mexico got 3 for 3 wins as they beat Saudi Arabia 3-1. El Tri, everybody doubting El Tri, but they did it at the end. Let's see if that round of 16 curse is present this time around. Poland as well, bravo to them as they upset Argentina as well. Not surprised about Saudi Arabia, but I'm surprised about the rest. Now for Group D, the World Cup curse was not present. France barely escaped, sharing points with Tunisia, but they did it at the end. Australia topped this group. That would also be very surprising. I'm sorry, Aussies, but come on. Denmark in last place, I just don't see that. They are the quote-unquote dark horses for so many people in this tournament. They've already proved themselves in recent tournaments as well. How are they going to get fourth in this? That would be mad. But as you can see, the point gap was really close in this group. Bravo to Australia, though. They beat Denmark on that final match day 2-1, and France drew with Tunisia. If Tunisia were able to just scrape one more goal, they would have had the World Cup curse being present, which is insane. Group D is another group where I just really don't see any of this happening. Obviously, it's a huge possibility that the World Cup curse doesn't happen, but Australia topping the group over France and Denmark, I'm sorry. Maybe they can squeeze out, but not for first place. I can't see that happening. Group E has the favorites going through. Germany top it. Spain gets second. They both got respectful wins at the end, both pretty high scoring. Spain beat Japan 3-2. Germany beat Costa Rica 2-4. So the point gap there was not too close at the end. Bravo to both of the Giants. Hrvatska pulled through at the end. Let's go. Croatia beat Belgium on that final match day, which got them their first win to qualify for the next round, and Canada topped this group. Morocco finished last, Belgium in third. Holy crap, what a turnout this would be. I know Canada are a projected underdog because they've just been electric in the CONCACAF qualifiers, but holy crap, this is such a difficult group. If they pull this off, hats off to them. But I'm just glad Croatia escaped. It looked doubtful there, but still, Croatia undefeated in this group. It really was down to the wire, but they did the job at the end. Group G, Serbia keep that first place spot. I'm Serbia. And Brazil do it on the final match day, but only just. They beat Cameroon 2-3. Thrilling matchup, obviously, but that has them just topping Cameroon by 2 points. Cameroon third, Switzerland in last with only 1 point. Pretty disappointing display from them, as many people are expecting them to still have a solid run, as they normally have been recently. Now for Group H, Portugal sit at first, 3-for-3 wins. We'll see if that ends up coming true. But South Korea make it over Uruguay, which is what I said in my last prediction video, but I'm honestly thinking about changing that. But hey, Uruguay get no wins in this. Ghana are going to be at 4th place, but at least they somewhat got their revenge. They drew with Uruguay 2-2, and they halted them from advancing essentially. So although Ghana got 4th, they'll at least have some impact in this tournament that they'll definitely take some credit for. So here's the round of 16 matchups, as you can see. Netherlands are going to face Wales. Mexico are facing France. Australia play Poland. England play Ecuador. Germany play Croatia. Serbia play Korea. Japan play Spain. And Portugal play Brazil. These are all insane matchups, man. I'm very curious to see which underdogs pull through. Serbia have a very doable round of 16 matchup. No offense to South Korea, but holy crap, they could actually make it to the quarterfinals at this point. They already broke history by making it out of their group. Let's just simulate each one by one now, since the group stage is over. So first matchup in the round of 16s that is scheduled, Netherlands versus Wales. Wales undefeated so far, but also haven't grabbed any wins, like I said. What will they be able to do against the Dutch? Let's see. Oh my god, they beat them 4-1. Wales have done it against the Netherlands. A brace from Bale, and James scores as well. That is a massive win. Wales are on to the quarterfinals. Our first match in the round of 16 ends in an upset. Netherlands bottle it in the round of 16s once again. Both of these sides got knocked out in the Euro round of 16s, actually. So this is massive for Wales. Absolutely massive, as Netherlands are the most informed team. I mean, they got solid results against Wales in the Nations League already. So this would be an absolute shocker for many people. So that has them advancing in the bracket. But who will play them? Mexico or France? France are the ones to do so. They beat Mexico 2-1. Mexico's round of 16 curse continues here. It looked so hopeful after they got 3-for-3 wins, but they couldn't do it against the mighty France. France already broke the World Cup curse, and they made it to the quarterfinals after a solid 2-1 display. Kylian Mbappe with the brace. Despite Tchouaméni's red card, they're still proving to be a top side in Europe, despite people like me doubting them. But hey, they're facing Wales next in the quarterfinals. Let's see what happens for those other two matchups. Poland just do it against Australia. They topped their very difficult group. They just beat Denmark, but they couldn't do it against Poland. Poland make it to the quarterfinals, which would be massive for them as well, as Poland have not had good success in recent tournaments. But this time around, they're able to do it. Krychowiak, Zielinski, and who else? Zielinski again. Lots of braces happening in these round of 16s, but who will be playing Poland? England or Ecuador? Let's see if England are going to be upset by this underdog. Holy crap, they are! Ecuador have beaten England 2-0 in the round of 16s. It's not coming home. Ecuador, the South American underdog in this tournament that so many people are writing off, have made it to the quarterfinals. Not only did they do very well in their group, they've also beaten a quote-unquote favorite. This tournament, I mean, if this bracket ends up happening, this would be one of the most insane World Cups. And although this World Cup has been filled with upsets, this paves an easy path for France. Look, they have to play Wales and then either Poland or Ecuador to make it to the final. That would be insane. But let's see what happens on that other side of the bracket. Hopefully some more underdogs pull through because this has been filled with absolute upsets. Let's go. Germany versus Croatia first. Can Hrvatska do it? Ajmo, we did! We did! Still undefeated in this World Cup campaign. Vlasic, the one to score the game winner as well. Kramaric having a solid tournament. Damn. 2 shots and 2 goals for Croatia. Very clinical in this match. Germany failed to have an impact. This bracket is nuts. It genuinely is. And we could potentially be seeing that Serbia versus Croatia quarterfinal matchup that many people are actually anticipating if things go well for them. Damn. Serbia, you gotta do it now against Korea. Come on. Let's see it. Quick sim. Yes! Serbia with the 4-1 win. Holy, they've been massive in this tournament. Mitrovic, Milinkovic-Savic, Pavlovic, and Veljkovic have all gone on the score sheet. 4 goals. Absolute display there. And it's happening. Croatia versus Serbia in those quarterfinals. Damn. Who would have thought? Very curious to see who makes it out on top there. But let's get into those other round of 16 matchups. Canada versus Spain and Portugal versus Brazil. Spain do the job against Canada. Canada's very solid run ends here. They grabbed first place in their group, but they couldn't do it against these giants. Fair play to Canada though. This would be an absolute achievement for them. And the fact that they put off a good fight against Spain as well is huge. So who will be winning this match? Portugal or Brazil? Let's find out. Portugal. They did it against favorites for so many people, Brazil. Andre Silva in extra time in the 100th minute. What a super sub who replaced Ronaldo at the 85th. Wow, so favorites for so many people, Brazil and Argentina have been knocked out of the World Cup this early on. There is just no way this bracket's gonna come true. I'm sorry, EA, but they're giving me too much hope here. This World Cup would be next level. Look at who we've got in the quarterfinals. Wales versus France, Poland versus Ecuador, Croatia versus Serbia, and Spain versus Portugal. First up, Ecuador versus Poland. Who is going to get out on this? Can Ecuador pull another massive display against another European team? Both have been looking solid. Let's see what happens. Poland got a massive win against them. 3-1. Kaminski, Zielinski, and Robert Lewandowski all got on the score sheet. Shout out. Props to Poland. They made it to the semifinals. I don't see anybody predicting this for Poland. I really don't. So we'll see if they can make it all the way to the final. It's going to be a tough task, though. Wales or France? Let's see. Who's going to be facing them? Wales! Bro. Wales have actually done it. Wales are making it to the semifinals. They beat Netherlands. They beat France. No. I'm sorry. I genuinely think at this point they would kind of lose their mojo. There is no way they can beat these 2 European giants like this. Wales making it to the semifinals over France? There's too many upsets in this video. There are just too many. We've really got Poland and Wales facing each other in the semifinals. The 2 teams to finish bottom in their Nations League group. You know what? I love to see it. It's just, it doesn't seem realistic, I'm not gonna lie. Spain versus Portugal first. These sides already played each other in the Nations League. Spain were the ones with the last laugh, because they got a late goal. Morata being the one to do so. Who will get the last laugh, though? This is where it matters. World Cup, 100% over Nations League. Will Portugal be able to get their revenge? Let's see. Nope. It finishes in a draw, which has happened in so many fixtures between these 2 sides recently. And Spain win on penalties. Bernardo Silva is the one to miss it as well. Damn. Portugal with the solid run. It wasn't enough for Fernando Santos, Cristiano Ronaldo, and all the rest of the lads. Spain make it to the semifinals. But who is gonna be the lucky one to face Spain? Croatia or Serbia? I would love and hate to see this matchup. It would be a great one to see without a doubt. I just hope the fans don't ruin it. May the best team win on this. If it happens in real life, would be incredible. I'd be so happy to see either of these sides make it to the semifinals. But who's it gonna be on FIFA? Let's find out. Look at all those big names on Serbia, man. But look at that Croatia midfield. All right, let's see. Enough chatting. Let's see who gets victorious. Croatia! Hrvatska have done it over Serbia. Serbia's run ends in the quarterfinals, but holy crap. If they make it this far regardless, it would be astonishing. It would be heartbreaking, obviously, to lose to Croatia, but Kovacic, the one to get the game-winning goal. Vlasic has had a very solid tournament as well, getting a decent amount of goals. And who got it for Serbia? Of course, it was Mitrovic. Seems a bit similar to that Switzerland matchup, actually. Mitrovic with the first laugh, and then 2 later goals from the opposing side. Serbia, you still got to be proud of this result if it ends up coming true. So, these are insane semifinal matches. I was not expecting this from EA, but here we are. Wales versus Poland, Croatia versus Spain, who are going to be the ones to play in the final. Can Croatia make it to a back-to-back World Cup final and actually win this time? Or will it be Spain, who haven't had many triumphant roads in the World Cup since their win in 2010? But that other side, man, the fact that either Wales or Poland are going to be playing in a World Cup final, I'm sorry, EA, you messed up here. But let's see what EA is saying at the end. Wales versus Poland. Which side's it going to be? Poland are the ones to do so. Wales, fantastic run ends here. It's a bit heartbreaking. I guess they lost the gears after they had to face 2 European giants in these knockout fixtures. But what a run this was for them. We've already seen Poland get decent results against Wales in the Nations League, so it's not too surprising. But hey, the fact that they're in the final, it very much is. Let's see what happens for the other fixture. Croatia, Spain. I'm not controlling anything, by the way. I feel like I'm going to get some comments saying you influenced this. No, I have not. The computer system is truly telling me that Croatia will make it to a World Cup semifinal. Will they make it to the final back-to-back? Now, that is the question. Hrvatska. Oh my god! They've actually done it! Hrvatska have actually made it to the final. What am I doing wearing this US kit? I should have repped Hrvatska in this video. Guys, I genuinely have not influenced this whatsoever. I have in this video Croatia reaching the World Cup final. I thought at the beginning they were going to get knocked down in the group stage. No, they are in a final with Poland. What? We've actually done it. We've gone to back-to-back finals according to EA. So many favorites for so many people getting knocked out so early. What a tournament this would be. Nobody would be making money from this tournament. Literally nobody. Let's see what happens for that final and that third place matchup. But I gotta change my kit now. All right, hopefully I'm not here jinxing Croatia now. We've got the Hrvatska kit. We gotta represent who's gonna win that final. I guess we gotta go to third place first. Who's getting third place? Wales or Spain? Will Wales be able to have another impressive display? Wow, they do. They couldn't beat an underdog like Poland, but they can beat Netherlands, France, and Spain. Genuinely, what the hell, EA? This match went to extra time as well. Wales have gone third place in their tournament. Bale's first and last World Cup has gotten him third place. I swear to God now, if you tell me that Poland is going to beat Croatia now, after hyping me up, after I thought Croatia was going to be disappointed early on, I'm going to be pissed. And I better not have jinxed Hrvatska now. Let's see what happens. Look at those lineups. Kovacic obviously got a red card in the last match, so Meyer's going to be starting instead. But hopefully it doesn't cost Hrvatska too much. In fact, Meyer's a fantastic option regardless. All right, since EA is not letting me watch the match, we're just going to jump to the result. Hopefully it goes Hrvatska's way. Please. I don't know why I'm getting so hyped over a video game. Let's just see what happens. Jump to result. Really? We made it all the way to the final. We couldn't beat Poland. Poland have won the World Cup. Poland have won the entire tournament. Croatia lose in the final back-to-back. And the second time was to Poland? No, the EA, you're ridiculous. All right, I enjoyed this side of the bracket. All these underdogs coming through. Wales, fantastic run. I don't even mean to hate on Poland right now, but look how easy their side of the bracket was. We had to face Germany, Serbia, and Spain, and they had to face Australia, Ecuador, and Wales. Nah, no discredit to any of those teams, but come on. Come on! Oh, I got hyped up for this video over nothing. Croatia let me down. EA, actually, have let me down. No, Croatia's winning that final. This is BS. Poland are my simulated champions. I genuinely can't believe it. This is next level trolling from EA. We've had some very interesting results on the way. And like I said earlier, if this bracket comes true, nobody's making any money from this tournament. This tournament has just been absolute chaos. I'd be happy to see European sides make it to the final, but I'd be so heartbroken if Croatia lose again in the final just like that. I had enough of this game. All right, I think it's time to say goodbye to EA. We're going to focus on some proper videos on the World Cup before the tournament begins. I will see you all very, very soon for those. Don't forget to drop a like button, subscribe if you're new, and let me know who you think's going to win the World Cup. It can't be Poland, though. I love you, Poland, but this has been ridiculous. Anyways, take care. Laku noć.